beat 'em up.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They go play fake. Mahomes. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Jackson. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete.
If you were me,
that all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. I have to imagine many a defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Jets 7.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Flushed out right, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run, and the Bills will extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Throw left side completes Isabella. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Knocks over another. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Trucks over him. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Watch two. Hey, check. Check 3. 25. Check 15.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2000.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go! Mark 38! Mark 38! Mark 38! Here we go, let's bring it! Let's go, let's bring it! Let's bring it!
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
We own them. Hey, Ridley! We own them. He's coming. Come back! We got double up, double up. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. 15, 15. Go, go, go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 15. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. All day, baby, all day.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a jet touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain there for the Bills. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. From the 39, Jackson. He completes it to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jones And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Jets 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
That catch good for only a couple. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Pushes him over. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here taken in by Isabella. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 36, Jackson drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jets 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Watch 2, watch 2, watch 2.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Yellow. Hey, you got 3 down. Like 2.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense.
And this is caught by Allen for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone.